And we're back. The boys are back with the noise on our backs, with the toys in the sacks, and the joys on the racks, and the money with the stacks.
Wow, you really know how to flow.
But this week's episode, we are going to be talking about... We're going to talk about time. We're going to be talking about wasting time. We're going to talk about waste. You know what they say? They say haste makes waste.
They also say a family that prays together pays together.
Oh, it's because it's double blessed?
No, it's because they'll pay.
Okay. I'm not sure about the inference.
What does that mean?
I hear some laughter. You have an input?
No. It's just, yeah.
Well, before we get into...
How can I not laugh when I'm listening to you guys, you know?
Well, before we get into the payment system, I do want to talk about our sponsor this week. It's Goodyear Tire. You know, there's Nationwide, that's by your side. And then there's Progressive for those who are looking for more liberal philosophies. There's Liberty for those who are looking for more 1776 philosophies. There's Tri-State, if you believe the United States is in 3 segments. But then there's Goodyear, because this is a good year. This is a good time. It's a good time to be alive. And so I want you guys to understand, if you get a Goodyear tire, because it's a good year, you'll be also able to have a good time. So get your Goodyear tire today and have good times. Sponsored by Goodyear.
Boneka Ambalabu. Entitas jahat yang banyak meresahkan masyarakat. Boneka entitas jahat yang banyak merayakan.
Are you having a good time? And this is not AI. Have a good time today with your Goodyear tires.
Yeah, somebody needs to import those tires back to where they came from.
Well, you don't want to have a good year?
No, but I know an import when I see it.
You don't like Toyotas and Hondas?
No, those are bad years.
You like Mustangs?
Look at that one guy who works for Goodyear. He's an employee there. I think he's actually one of the CEOs. You know how Chris and all them are doing that burger challenge? Yeah, well, the CEO of Goodyear is doing something else.
Tire challenge?
Well, this isn't about tires, though. This is just him in his natural habitat.
That's the strongest man alive. Wow, that guy has a pain tolerance beyond elephants. Wow.
You should have known it.
Man, he actually pulled it out with the roots and everything.
Oh, and he's like, that's better.
Well, I mean, I can understand. There's not a lot of things that is bad as a tooth pain.
Well, farmers, they claim, seen it, covered it. We are farmers, but I doubt they've seen that.
No, they probably haven't. Shout out to
insurance.
Yeah, healthcare.
I've heard that sometimes, getting people to do things is like trying to pull teeth. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Would you try that, Elder? Would you give it a shot?
Hey, listen, I'll come clean because, what the heck? I've done it. I've done it. However, the tooth in question was very loose. And but I didn't go to a dentist to get it pulled. I pulled it myself.
I saw a TikTok where a girl was doing this, but she used a parrot, and it stuck its head in her mouth and just pulled the tooth out.
Was it supposed to, or was it supposed to clean it?
No, it was. She was showing its wiggling, and she put the parrot next to her mouth, and the parrot went in there and bit onto it and yoked it out.
Oh, neat.
So the parrot was a dentist, obviously. It's maybe
I guess
in his
the parrot
life
is a parent, like a fairy tooth parent.
It was an angel in disguise.
Yeah.
A tooth fairy, even.
Yeah. You know what else is foreign? You know, tooth fairies are from another world. I don't know if you guys know something very interesting about ice. I'm talking
The
about
substance or the organization?
the ice maker organization.
ICs.
Yeah.
Oh, ICs, yeah.
You know how everybody is now, since with all this Iran stuff, talking about possible war, world war and nuclear war and possibly even a draft. I mean, even the White House press secretary had to answer questions because people were wondering about that. But you know what I think a lot of people don't know? Even those who are in ICE.
Is that this is called Armageddon.
No, that in their contract so they can get their bonus. It's right in their contract. That the military the government under the Office of Department of Homeland Security has the authority and right to send ICE, I don't know what you want to call them, workers, you want to call them
Agents, officers.
They have the authority to send them overseas if they see the need to. So what I thought was interesting, if you want to take this down a line, they did a secret draft. Instead of just telling you it was a draft, they tell you you're working for ICE. But really, what they did was they drafted a bunch of people in because if they ever need to send people overseas under their contract, they have the right to send ICE agents.
So what you're saying is they're going to send the ICE into the heat.
Yeah, and they have a right to do such. So if anybody is an ICE agent, look into your contract. It is right there that the Office of Department of Homeland Security has the authority to send you to overseas operations if need be.
Right.
So you guys are the first draftees.
That's kind of cool.
Well, you know, you
That's ice cold, man.
well you got your bonus, right? You got your money, and that's why they want you to wear masks. You know, you'll fit right in.
With Zorro.
Or anybody else. But I thought that was interesting.
Zorro.
They don't need to do a draft. They already have all these ICE agents. So, you know, all these people who signed up, 20-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, anybody, everybody, they didn't even have any requirements other than come on in.
Are you alive? Do you have a pulse?
Yeah. It sounds
Well,
like a
that's pretty
draft
much-
to me, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's basically
exactly.
what it sounds
works the
like.
same way.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to send all these ICE agents over to Iran to deport the, I guess, the guard, right?
Well, my mom tried to get in, but she couldn't get in.
I hit the and then she's like, why the you hit the because
Is that mom a colleague?
Yeah. Well, she was trying to get drafted, but she couldn't.
Well,
They told her that she didn't qualify.
Too much of the shush, shush, shush.
Yeah. They hit her with that whoosh, whoosh. And she hit her with that whoosh, whoosh. And now she's back out there dancing.
You know, I guess that is another thing. I mean, you could tell the homeless people that, you know, we'll provide you housing and everything else.
Well, she's not homeless. She has a home.
Where's that at?
I can't disclose that. But she was just working. That was she was on her way to work.
Mm.
You know, this might be a good system to because you know you were mentioning like the ICE agents and the homeless, but I'm thinking maybe like this would be a great solution for like middle management. Like we could just kind of draft everyone who isn't actually performing a job and isn't running the company. So all that middle management, we could just draft all those and we'll send them over. And then the country will just collapse because it'll just be filled with these middle managers.
Yeah. Well, you know, what they also could do is just start sending robots.
Yeah, but they cost money.
So do soldiers.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, you still got to feed people.
Well, with the robots, you got to give them oil.
Yeah, I guess you do have
And
to
electricity.
give them, you do need to charge them up. But on the homeless level, the Minority Report, we know it's always been going on and it's still going on. They just made a new movie, I guess, called Mercy Seat. We showed that before, which is still adding to the idea of more Minority Report. But to add an update to it, it's still going on and it's active right now. And here's one incident of it in real life.
Hey, AI is starting to falsely accuse people of crimes, and they are going to jail for it. This woman was put into jail for nearly 6 months.
I think that's your mom.
For a
She
crime
looks
that she did
innocent.
not commit. She lives in Tennessee, and the crime happened in North Dakota, who smart people now have picked up on the fact that Tennessee is not in North Dakota. Someone in North Dakota walked into a bank with a fake military ID and tried to withdraw tens of thousands of dollars. And they ran security footage through a AI facial recognition software, and that software scanned this woman's social media posts and said, she's kind of sort of the type of person she almost matches. That's got to be the culprit. So they traveled 1,200 miles to arrest this person. And then she spent nearly 6 months in jail until her attorney was able to produce a bank statement showing that at the date of the crime, she was in Tennessee buying cigarettes. She could not have been in North Dakota, 1,200 miles away, to commit that bank fraud.
Yeah, I mean, she was clearly innocent. You could actually tell just by the photo. She'd never heard a cat.
AI didn't scan through all its photos and saw Jared Kushner. It didn't see Bibi Yahoo. It didn't see Trump's granddaughter. What it saw was that person. So if there's an agenda to clean up the streets, what they're going to do is all the elites are going to do all these crimes, whatever they want to do, because they'll hire mercenaries to do things. And they'll tell them, you don't have to worry. Our AI software is just going to find homeless people randomly. And they're just going to say they're the ones that did it. Yet we already know you're the guys who did it because we're paying you to do it. And honestly, these people in their mind are the most expendable. Nobody cares about those individuals. While they're over there just buying cigarettes and a lottery ticket, they don't know secretly they're being planted as somebody who has this mastermind criminal organization, and they're the head of the Mexican cartel. But that woman right there, she's actually running this high sophisticated operation.
Yeah, it's not people like this.
Hey, little bro.
Yeah, it's
Psych.
kinda just like him.
You talking about T-Move J-Rock, little boy. My name Lil Jimmy, and you better get that correct next time you talk to me. You talk hella crazy, I be running up them rackies.
See, those are the real criminals. That guy is hardened. There's another criminal too. Here's another one.
Bruh, if y'all keep coming to my live saying change, I'ma do something. For real, my real towel, diamond on my neck, test on my body, mother.
What? We need a translator.
Yeah.
People are working on it. Believe me, the Syriologists and Egyptologists are working on that right now. But in the meantime, we're trying to get these guys clean.
From what?
From their criminal activity, because these are the real hardened criminals.
They seem like really nice guys to me. Someone I'd sit down and have like a chess game with or something.
Yeah, but you can't deny how much that guy was dripping.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you who is not dripping and who doesn't need any interpretations, any corrections. They're not going to tell you anything. They're not going to get angry at you. They're not going to be mad. They're going to do exactly what you want. And they're not doing crime or anything. Again, we're going back to the robots. So CBS apparently is now fully automating their whole entire camera filming infrastructure. So it's not just AI video. It's now to the camera. And we already thought about this, and we talked about this before, where I was thinking, everybody who uses a camera, one thing you need is a type of gyro so that you can stabilize it.
Unless you have like a tripod. That's what me and my partner use.
Yeah, I know, but when you need to move, it can get unstable. But what would be more...
You just pick up the tripod and move it.
Yeah, I'm talking about in like real action, like live.
It can
And
get
what
in the
would
way.
be more better than a robot? But CBS has figured out a way to utilize this on a more efficient level. So I think this is just the beginning. So all you film camera people, film production people, you already know that if you're an actor, you're already one step away from being out of here. But now if you're a part of the filming production crew, you might be out of here too.
It's behind the scenes at ABC News Network after the Oscars, and it shows their camera setup fully automated, 100% automated. They have screens that show the teleprompter and lights, but it's full automated. They fired all the camera operators. This is behind the scenes at ABC News Network.
I feel like that's a lot less cost effective than just making an AI generated video of the anchor. Like, I feel like you could save a lot of money just paying a subscription and having it make you a copy of some guy talk. You can eliminate all those cameras because it could all just be a piece of software done in a basement somewhere.
Yeah, no, but there's some things that, people want to enjoy and participate, like the Grammys. So when you go to the Grammys, there's a whole bunch of people sitting there. There's a bunch of people there. But you need all these cameras. You need all this film. I'm sure if you've ever been to a concert, you see people up at the front trying to get the best shot and angle. But you don't have to worry about that. It can all be automated now.
It's about time.
Yeah.
I mean, AI videos, you guys saw that, how Frodo Baggins actually tried to take his ring to the pawn shop. I'm sure you guys saw that.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
What can I help you with?
I have a ring I would like to sell you.
Baseball or football?
Neither.
That's
This
real.
kind.
Oh, this guy.
I wish the ring had never come to me. So I'm here at the pawn shop today to try and sell it.
I really got to get this ring in my shop. This is not as uncommon as you might think. They actually made 20 of them. So what were you looking to do with it?
Maybe I should just keep it. Keep it safe.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 20 bucks for it. I'll give you 20 bucks for it.
20 bucks?
I've got a guy who's an expert on these. Let me give him a call and let's see what he thinks. So this was the piece I was talking about.
Do you not know wealth when you see it?
I don't even understand why he calls me down here.
Okay, so you heard what he said. So 25 is going to be my best offer.
Wow.
It's going to sit here. I take all the risk, and I have to find a buyer.
My precious.
Oh, crap.
So you guys saw that before, I'm sure. I don't know if that's AI or not. But then we also see it done in other videos. This guy pointed out in Family Matters.
Check this out.
This is not a play. This is real life, and you can get out. Christine, call me if you need me. Or my cane.
Please get the money.
Couldn't even sneak off somewhere.
Justina wasn't what it looked like.
There it goes.
We were rehearsing Joan of Arc.
I don't remember Joan of Arc kissing anybody. You show me in here where Joan of Arc kisses somebody, then we have no problem.
Question is, why did they change that? What you're looking at is the Cosby Show. In the original version, you see they're talking about Joan of Arc. In the streaming version, it's altered. My question is, why take that out? Why go through the trouble of something that's already...
He's right, And just like you guys heard me say, it was Family Matters. That was also edited. What I actually said was The Cosby Show.
Oh, how about that? We're seeing it in
who
action.
edits you?
Same people that edited Family Matters.
CBS.
And Little Bill. Now, he has a question. That's a really good question. Nobody ever know unless you have a hard copy, a DVD or VHS tape of these old shows or movies. You would never know. And I know we talked about that real-time ad placing last time.
Oh, yeah.
So this is just right in slew with all of that nonsense.
If they don't like something that's being mentioned in it, like, Joan of Arc being a historical figure that, a Christian historical figure. They'll just wipe it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play a video just added right into that. You guys tell me if this is AI. Well, this is from CNN. So we're supposed to believe it's not.
Newsom has admitted that he has learning disabilities. Honestly, I'm all for people with learning disabilities, but not for my president. I think a president should not have learning disabilities, okay? And I know it's highly controversial to say such a horrible thing. The President of the United States, Gavin Newsom, admitted that he has learning disabilities, dyslexia, everything about him is dumb. Gavin Newsom has admitted that he has learning disability, to say such a horrible thing.
Gavin
the President of the United States, Gavin Newsom, the President of the United States, Gavin Newsom, admitted that he has learning disabilities.
I mean, is that edited?
It seems like he's saying that he would never vote for new scum. He had maybe old scum.
Yeah, go ahead.
He just doesn't want someone with learning disabilities and dyslexia, and plus the guy's just overall dumb.
Actually, Newsom had mentioned recently that he was thinking about running for president, so I guess that's what he was referring to.
Yeah, but he's the president.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
But here's the book. These are all things we have. I'm going to read a few of the samples, but look at this. These are all, each line is something that we did. Nobody did that before. And it's big stuff, too. Look, we have the hottest country in the world.
Big stuff.
So, I will read you a few. We ended Biden's stagflation. We were in stagflation. That's a disaster. That's far worse than inflation. As you know, he had the biggest inflation in the history of our country.
It's big stuff.
Was that the book that was on Biden's Corvette?
I don't know. And clearly Trump does. That's why he threw it over the side. But, I mean, there's so many of these. You have to come to two conclusions. Either all these videos are edited by liberal media and they're just trying to make Trump look stupid, or it's real.
Well, Trump himself said many times he was going to release the files to get into office, himself saying that. And then, and he used those, and then he would reference himself. So yeah, if that was the case, if they're using AI, if the opponents are using AI, then we can't know anything because he actually endorses those previous videos of him saying he's going to release the files. Then he had many videos after he became president saying there were no files. Everybody's who's saying that there's files, those are Democrats or of the enemy, they're accusers of the brethren. And then he reverted back again later on with many videos saying, okay, now we're going to release the files, at least part of them. And then it never happened still. So those were all his doing. I don't think his enemy has to try to make him look dumb.
Well, his favorite word was files and hoax, but he's changed that. His new favorite word is pounding.
Now, we are pounding that area. We're pounding it, like really pounding it hard. They took a pounding from Rick. It's like this guy right over here, Anthony. He knows what it is to pound people. Right, Ike? Anthony knows. You've pounded them to hell, and you can just leave now. I don't know if they're ready yet. They're taking a pounding. Today is a big day where we're pounding a certain area that has very much to do with the straight. Now,
that's his new thing.
It's a straight pounding.
It's just straight. And Anthony, whoever Anthony is, he knows all about pounding people.
Yeah, I know. I'd be sweating bullets if my name was Anthony.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
Yeah. Are you the pounder?
No.
Oh, who's the other guy? Ike?
Yeah, I think he said Ike.
He mentioned Ike too. Yeah. Ike and Anthony.
Yeah.
Ike Johnson.
Pounders.
They're a bunch of pounders. But that's what I was saying. I mean, I got a whole bunch more, but I'm not going to play them. But it's like, is these edited? But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, colleague. Maybe they don't need to edit. Maybe he's just pounding us full of all this stuff.
Yeah, he's pounding the pavement. He's beating the block.
Pounding Iran. Pounding Iran.
I know. We got to be respectful when we mention them. It's Iran.
I thought it was Iran.
That's what I thought too. That's how English pronounces stuff, like ironic.
I thought it was Qatar, and apparently it's Qatar.
Yeah, stuff like that. I thought it was Bologna.
Oh yeah,
but that was baloney too.
Yeah. Well, what else do you have on your balonies?
Well, I have a new challenge for you guys.
Oh no.
A try not to laugh challenge.
Oh no.
I lose.
Well, I just have 2 videos this time, so bear with me. This is the first one, okay?
I'm girding my loins. Hold on.
Well, keep your face straight. Keep the pounding straight, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I like naps, I like bed, I like soft pillows and blankets for my sleepy head. I like canceling plans and curling up on my couch. I like doing my favorite, like staying in my house. What can I say? I'm really tired, my back hurts, and my net worth's at an all-time low. So just before you hit me up to make plans and stuff, just be aware that I wanna say no.
So what'd you guys think? How'd you do?
That's a mantra that I live by.
Yeah, she's getting around. She raps just like that. She's serious. That's just how she raps.
I cheated. I heard that before, so that was kind of not fair. Yeah.
It's okay. Well, I doubt you've heard this one.
Thinking about this money, all these problems, man. This stuff's good. Taking them all day. Shit, I'm about to light this blunt. Shit. Thinking about this cash, man. Thinking about smoking. Thinking about rolling. Thinking all day, man, for real. You know, I'm drinking this liquor, shit, popping these pills, I'm for real, shit. I got all these problems, man. Shit, I'm thinking about them all day. Shit, all these memories in my brain. Shit. Thinking about riding around, thinking about the show, thinking about this crowd, thinking all day, man. Shit, it's been a minute since, shit, I smoked a blunt, shit, but I'm popping all these pills. Man, shit, I'm for real, shit, man, this stuff's good. Where you at? Shit.
Okay,
shit, I'm in my home on my phone, shit, with these girls and these bones, thinking all day.
One thing that what's interesting is that guy does a lot of thinking. Like, he was thinking about all kinds of things. Like, I was thinking about this, thinking about that, I was like, man.
He's just keeping it real.
Well, he's a deep thinker.
Maybe you should think about his rapping career.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
That was all I got. Looks like you guys won. It's all good. You guys both passed.
Well, I was taken back by his philosophical
I was done in by his rapping finesse.
Astuteness.
And I say you guys laughed. You guys didn't laugh. So, yeah. Well, you guys did good. You did well.
Yeah,
I'm well pleased.
I feel like we're...
sometimes you guys are too serious. Like those... It's kind of like sometimes when I'm talking to you guys, it's almost like those old Japanese fighting movies, like Bruce Lee and junk.
Yeah, look like me.
That's an old trick. He must be behind me.
And that guy's head is just shining.
Whoa. Blew the doors off.
Yeah, blew his hands off.
And his limbs.
Hey.
Wow. That's,
I'll
have to get the title of that one and look that one up.
That, oh, wow.
The foot kicked him to Kingdom Come. It's like, man, he's still alive.
It reminded me of that girl that went on to like the Today Show and trying to show her
Tibetan skills.
No, her.
Oh no! I know what you mean. The cybernetic arm that she's able to control through.
Yeah. See, these are just modern iterations of what's always been around.
Controlling your limbs with your mind.
Well, it is. I guess. Yeah. You think it, and it manifests.
Well, it's like Sensei said. It's like, oh, that's an old trick. He must be behind me. And he moved just in time.
Yeah, well, he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's tapped in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't let anything get over on him.
No, can't pull the wool over his eyes. We've seen his eyebrows.
Yeah, you can.
And his mascara. But yeah, that's what it feels like when I'm talking to you guys sometimes. A bunch of stoics.
Sometimes you have to be.
Somebody's got to be serious.
I mean, this world is very complex.
It's true. It's true. Well, you guys will also then enjoy the fact that Balenciaga came out with a new product. Have you guys seen this?
You talking about trash?
Yeah, how'd you know? I thought you said you didn't see it.
Well, I mean, I think that came out last year, but maybe they have new versions of trash.
Aren't they the devil people?
Yes, and yes.
Talking about the devil people.
Well, I don't know if it has to do with the devil or not. Well, what I'm about to say right now, but we did cover before when Balenciaga was using child bones to make purses. They actually used a child's spine to make the hand of a purse. You guys can look that up.
You got T-Rex, so you got a pterodactyl.
Yeah, I know. Well, they almost got T-Rex early when that came out because everybody. It's kind of spineless.
Everybody
really.
do the sea lion.
Yeah, like that guy. But you guys are stoics with him too. So
it's funny because now everybody's doing the sea lion. I've been noticing there's like this trend. So,
well, if it's on this program, it will become trendy.
Of course, I got a life hack for you guys after colleague here.
Yeah, so I was just going to show you guys the new product that Balenciaga came out with. So it seems like they've at least settled down on the child sacrifices and using child body parts to make products. So they've settled down on that for a little bit, and they've moved to a new kind of product. Check it out.
There's a plastic bag.
Yeah, so that yellow bag right there apparently is worth $1,790. It's just a yellow bag. Now, I don't know if this is legit. I've been trying to find out. I've been looking online to see if I could find it. To just verify, and I can't find anything. So maybe they purposely took it off. What I did find was this, and again, I don't know if this is legit either, but this Balenciaga trash bag, large pouch, it's only $2,000, $2,265. So you see it lays flat like an actual garbage bag when you lay it down. And if you leave it outside your door, someone might actually throw it away on accident.
Very trendy.
Yeah, now again, I can't verify this. This is on StockX. I've never shopped from them before, but apparently
you
they
might
sell
start
trash
though.
bags.
I mean,
it's a good body bag.
Probably too small though.
If it is from those guys, you remember when there was this fad back in the day with like Missy Elliott, where everybody was wearing garbage bags?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to bring that back.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
that's
things keep going economically the way they are, I think we're all going to be wearing trash bags.
Yeah. I used to slip and slide on trash bags. We just line them up on the grass, put water on it. You just slip and slide down.
Plastic's made from petroleum. Maybe it's because it's the last drops of the Permian Basin.
I'm sure it is.
Interesting.
Shout out
we
to
have enough plastic inside of us that,
Shout out to WTO, West Texas Oil. I know you guys were thinking something else. But I have a life hack for you guys.
Oh?
Are you looking for a free meal?
Always.
Yes.
Are you looking for not a free meal, because nothing's free, but a cheap meal?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, here's a way to get a full course dinner on the low. You get a cup and you start shoving all kinds of things in it, and then you just fill it up with a drink.
Yeah, that's it.
Now you got a full course meal for the cost of a drink.
Man, method not patch, man. We got free lunch.
How did he do that?
You put it all in there.
Yeah, but
you fold the pizza, you put the candy bar, you put the drinks, everything in there.
Is it possible?
Huh? Man, method not patched, man. We got free lunch.
This is what you do.
I feel like
they're going to start running the cups to X-ray at 7-Eleven and Wawa and all those places.
I mean, you know, we're talking about the low. We're not talking about quality. So, yeah, it might be a little soggy. It might be whatever. But you got substance.
I guess. I mean, that's just a new way to eat your pizza, I guess. I mean, I know New Yorkians, they fold it in half to eat it. Other people just eat it. Some people eat it upside down because they like the texture on their tongue. But that guy, he's drinking it. Like, you may as well just put it in a blender when you get home.
But you got all your nutrients in one hit, and it's for the cost of a drink.
I can't imagine how that's going to be coming out. That'd probably be the equivalent to eating 8 eggs and then going and flying on a plane.
Damn, that shit stinks in Jesus' name. Lord help us. Lord have mercy. What the fuck is that smell? Somebody. Damn, that shit stinks in Jesus' name. Lord help us.
He said in Jesus' name.
I definitely would have lost the laughing contest there on that one. That was a good one.
Yeah. That guy said it stinks in Jesus' name. But anyway, that's what's at stake with that man who just left the 7-Eleven Wawa.
Well, if you don't like stinky food and you're not into water-saturated pizza, you can always just eat fresh, extracted ginger.
Whoa.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch.
I mean, that's healthy.
His taste buds must be dead.
I wonder, would that can you do that?
Somebody's out there doing it.
Elder, have you ever done that?
Yes. No, I haven't. My wife has boiled ginger to make sort of like a ginger tea that she says helps her, especially with if her stomach's bothering her. But no, she's never actually chewed on raw ginger.
Have you guys been hearing about how there's going to be no more RAM? I'm not talking about Dodge RAM. I'm talking about read access
or
memory.
The actual animal, like sheep RAM.
Read access memory. You know,
not read ancient memory.
No,
it was random access memory.
You know, the stuff that you put in your computers.
Yeah, that's usually ancient memory.
I guess maybe if it's like ECC RAM.
Yeah, the amount of content on my computer is probably illegal.
Still using that DDR1
ancient memory stuff. I'm sure you know the Fahrenheit 457 is really one on my laptop.
Using the memory sticks is what you're using, right?
Mm-hmm.
You care to elaborate?
Bubble memory,
just the ancient documentation stuff that the government wants to change, kind of like how they're changing movies and films. They'd love to rewrite history.
They're trying to make your mind so dim.
Yeah.
You have it on floppies?
I do.
Well, you know what? The reason why we ain't got no more RAM is because apparently all the AI companies need so much RAM that all these RAM producers, they can't make enough to sell to consumers anymore. Which is a whole scheme behind all of this, which is ultimately what Jeff Bezos and a lot of other people like Microsoft is going to subscription-based services. You know, the old adage, you'll own nothing and be happy. You don't need to own a computer. You can just rent a computer through Amazon. And you can, through the cloud, you'll have a cloud computer. And you can install software through your cloud computing system. And you can run everything you normally would on a computer through a cloud infrastructure. Or if you can buy a subscription for Windows and all that. The idea is let's slowly take away all the physical things put everything in the cloud, the corporations will own all the physical things at the data centers. And all of you will never own anything physical, so you can't do anything.
It's actually what the Nintendo Switch 2 did. So they're already doing it. And they were the first of their kind. Now other gaming consoles are trying to do the same thing. But the first Switch was like a normal console. You can buy hard copy games, plug it into your hard copy console, and play it. You actually own it. You don't need the internet. But the Switch 2 specifically, you have to have a subscription. You have to have access to internet, otherwise you can't play anything. And the little card that you buy is just a key to access. It doesn't have any memory on it or anything. It has nothing. It's a game card, but it has nothing on it. It's simply a key that you plug in. What's that?
It's a dongle.
Dongle.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know that term, but yeah, and it basically just gives you access to the online video game. But yeah, if they ever think that you're trying to hack or do anything, which many people have made many complaints, many people have been trying to sue Nintendo because they weren't trying to do anything. They were just playing their game, and all of a sudden Nintendo shuts their entire account down and say, yeah, we get to keep all your games, all your money, because you tried to hack us. So, or you had suspicious activity going on. So we just shut your entire account down. And now you can't play your system. You're locked out of your system. So you lose the console, the money. You're not getting that money back. And all those games that you buy, it's all gone. You can't resell it. You can't, all those little cards that you have for your Nintendo Switch 2, it's all just trash. It's just little tiny mini paperweights. And I don't even think they can weight paper down because they're so tiny. Like, you can't even use it as a paperweight.
Yeah, and I think this is just the beginning. I mean, pretty soon, like right now, we're talking in real microphones. We're sitting on real chairs. We're leaning on real tables. I'm looking at a real energy drink.
I'm standing on real shoulders.
Yeah.
Of real giants.
You're being really rubbed. But what's really difficult
is the dry rub.
Well, if you're into that.
I am.
You like yellow mustard.
It's got to be on the right piece of meat, though.
Yeah.
Kind of meat true. You like.
He's a thigh guy.
Do you rub your thighs with yellow mustard?
I thought we were talking about chicken.
Dry rub, man.
Oh, you're a dry rubber.
Yeah, that's how I like my chicken.
You like yellow duckies.
Yeah, because that's what we're talking about is chicken.
Yeah, that's a rapper's name. Somebody should have been called Yellow Ducky.
I'm sure there's little baby.
There might be.
There's little boy. There's little bags, yo.
Yeah.
Little sack. There's all kinds of rappers. Now they're always little.
Hot Mama.
Yeah, Lil Mama.
Yeah, because Biggie, man, there was only one Biggie, and he's gone. Rest in peace.
Well, I mean, there's also Wendy's. You can get the Biggie bag.
Yeah, Lil Wendy.
Yeah. Little redhead.
Yeah, but we kind of cut you off when we started talking about chicken.
Yeah, because I want to show you what all this RAM that you're no longer able to get, this is what it gets to produce. Since you can't produce anything, they're going to hold all the infrastructure, all the physical material, all the real yellow mustard. This is what you get in return.
You're under arrest.
Arrest? I don't feel like I'm under arrest. How about you, Yahoo?
Nah, not a bit.
Not even a little bit.
You turn around and put your hands behind your back.
I don't think so.
Your mistake is thinking you got a goddamn choice, boy.
And your mistake, thinking that you're in America. You're a long way from home.
This is Tel Aviv.
Enough.
Oh, that was kind of exciting.
So that's what you guys get in return for the exchange of your RAM. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's not that bad of an exchange. What do you think?
Oh, I like the Superman Wolverine thing. That was actually pretty cool.
Oh, you don't like Tel Aviv?
Well, it's not that I don't like it, but I don't know. Sometimes those things hit a little bit too close to home. I like my fantasy, my comic books. Real escapism.
Yeah. Otherwise, I guess you're going to be like that guy just out there, old school, filming trees.
Hey, it's an orifice.
Isn't nature just beautiful?
Absolutely. Seems so familiar.
Yeah, nature is beautiful. But we don't want that. We want not even Tel Aviv. We want television.
Are you talking about Chronos Vision?
No, we don't want that either. The Catholics can keep whatever they're doing over there with Hillary Swank.
Who?
I thought maybe you might show us more vigilantes like last episode.
I was going to show you guys somebody figured out how to deal with demons.
Ooh.
Sometimes they show up, and what's interesting about demons? They just sit around and they just look at you.
That's true. It's always been an interesting thing.
Yeah, because they don't really do anything. Like when you watch these horror flicks, or if you see one in real life, like they just stand there and look at you. And most people,
they're
they
lazy.
run. They don't really interact with it because they're scared. But this person shows you all you have to really do is interact with it. And there's nothing they can do about it. So don't run from those demons. You know what they tell you? You have to face your demons.
Face your demons. Yeah.
Well, I always feel bad. I don't know about you guys, but I've always felt bad for on the horror flicks, the demonic entities are always in so much pain. Like they're always screaming. Like you can tell that they bend over backwards for people. And they're like, their bones are breaking, and then they're like screaming like, their mouth actually breaks sometimes, like their mouth actually stretches, and you can tell they're in so much pain. And the guys watching, like the people in the show, they get scared. I'm like, why are you scared? Like that demon's the one's going through all the pain. He's like, it's like, man, what kind of torment is that? I would try to comfort it, like just out of the compassion of my
I think it's
heart.
scary because you're like, man, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to end up like that.
Yeah, I don't want to, but that's where I melt with compassion. Because even like, let's say you're in this dark closet, and then you're searching, and you push the clothes to the side to see what's behind the clothes, and then you see his face, and it's like and it's scared. Like you can actually tell you scared the thing, whatever it is, you scared it. It's just as scared as you. So you're scared, like, and it's like,
Well, this person shows you what to do. So if you encounter a demon, this is how you deal with it. You have to face the demon. It's that simple. That's all you gotta do.
Whoa.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, throw a pot at it. I like it.
I mean, that's it.
Surprised it wasn't a flip-flop.
You see how easy that is?
No, that looks like Tel Aviv.
I mean, that's all you got to do. Next time you see a demon, just throw a pot at it.
Wow.
What's it going to do?
Wait a minute. What if it's a spider demon?
It's probably going to do the same thing over. It's going to keel over.
Yeah, throw a big flip-flop at it.
Yeah. But that's all you got to do. I don't know why more of these horror flicks just don't show that.
Honestly, I think it's because of discrimination. If we're getting down to the brass knuckles, it's discrimination through and through. People are like, "Oh, you're ugly," and that's why they're really scared. They're scared because the demon looks ugly, because the spider looks ugly. Like, you don't look like me, so that's scary. And the demon is scared too. And he's like, "Oh," that's why when they walk past hallways, they even sound like handicapped guys. Like what New Scum sounds like, apparently. Like, you watch these horror movies and a ghost will walk past the hallway really quick and it'll be like, oh, it'll make these goofy noises. It's groping around in darkness. And so then you have actual people doing the same thing to other actual people. Like that lady who apparently told the guy in Walmart that he was ugly just for working there.
So today, my job at Best Buy, one of the customers called me ugly. I was just trying to help her son pick out a pre-bill, because as I helped him pick out a pre-bill, I went over to go get it from it was in the warehouse. I overheard her saying, "Why they send somebody ugly over here to help us?" And I don't know why people treat me this way. Like, I know my looks aren't the best, but you don't have to keep reminding me, because I already know. And people always try to gaslight and validate my experiences in the comments when this stuff happens to me all the time.
And
That's kind of sad.
That is the product.
You know, it reminds me.
And there was another in version 2. What I actually said was Best Buy. I didn't say Walmart, but thanks to Netflix, they changed what I said.
Yeah, that's wild.
Netflix specifically changed that one.
Joan is real.
Of ARC, yeah. But now it's going to be, that part's going to be deleted.
You know, it reminds me of those word plays. You know, some people, they say, if you don't like drinking your coffee black, you don't really like coffee. You just like milk and sugar. But I would say that's stupid. Because if you take that on its consistent line, then you can say that about anything. It's like, if you don't eat a plain pizza, you don't like pizza, you just like toppings. Or if you don't like eating raw chicken, you don't like chicken, you just like heat. You know, you can go down this line all the way down to whatever level. So
instead of dying, trying, try dying.
Right.
Yeah.
And
you
that's
can only
why
do that once, though.
It's just one of those things. It's, I like this thing. You don't like it, so I feel inferior. So let me tell you why you're inferior. But then people don't realize you're falling into that same quandary. It's just not in this instance, but it's somewhere else.
Well, have you guys ever heard the idea that certain foods are vehicles for other food? I mean, like shrimp are a vehicle for cocktail sauce. And like pizza could be a vehicle for pepperoni.
Well, I guess that's interesting. And
pepperoni could be a vehicle for heartburn. And heartburn could be a vehicle for vomit. And vomit could be a vehicle for the toilet. And the toilet could be a vehicle for sewage. And sewage could be a vehicle for the water treatment plant. And the water treatment plant could be a vehicle
Ollie,
for...
quick, just reach over and give him a shot. He's stuck. He's stuck in a loop. Help him, please.
I can't while he's running program.
You know what's interesting about a water treatment plant is that, I don't know if you guys ever seen one, but they have a 5-stage reverse osmosis purification at some of these water treatment plants. And what's interesting, now visualize this. You flush the toilet, it's full of poop, toilet paper, urine, vomit, whatever.
Who knows
you
what
flush
else?
it down the toilet. It goes through the sewage and it gets to the treatment plant. And it's raw. But then they have this spinning apparatus that kind of looks like a filter. And what it's doing is it's separating the liquids from the solids. And then there's these big, huge tanks called digesters. And these digesters are filled with microbiome.
Microbials.
Yeah. And they're sitting there eating all this poop. And eventually... And the wastewater treatment plant operators, their job is to keep these microbials alive so they can eat this poop. And eventually this poop, that when the microbes eat it all, that's what gets rid of the smell. And in the end, they're just left with this thing they call sludge, which is basically human poop without all the smell. But you still all got that water. So then they take that water and they go through a 5-stage reverse osmosis and they purify that water. And that water is more clean than your drinking water. That's what happens at these treatments. But because they can't sell it back to you because of EPA regulations, even though it's more clean than your tap water, they sell it by the 1,000 gallons to golf courses and other places for watering the yard or whatever. But it's more cleaner than your tap water. But it starts with your poop and your toilet.
I usually only drink water when I go to my mean gay man's house.
Hey, come in.
Thanks.
Do you want some water?
No, I'm okay.
You look dehydrated.
Water's like really good for you.
Thanks. Yeah.
So when did you take those photos?
On my profile? Last week.
Wow, a lot has happened in a week.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, it was so nice meeting you.
So nice.
Yeah. Text us when you...
You don't have to text us. Bye.
I don't even know what transpired.
No, but apparently got a free glass of water.
Can you tell me what just happened? I mean, honestly, I don't even know what I just watched. What was that? What was it even a skit of?
Well, not all gay men are mean.
Oh, is that what they're trying to push?
Well, yeah, these are the mean gays that you go to their house, but
that seemed pretty nice. They seem hospitable.
They gave him free water.
That's the mean gay people?
Yes.
Well, then that's pretty
You
hospitable.
could see, when you look at all the shade that's being thrown in there, you would swear you were in a darkened room. There was so much shade. There was no sunlight. But
I did sense a lot of attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know what I watched.
Or maybe this will help.
Oh, no. Press the button.
Press the button.
What did the penguin say to the mailman? Penguins can't talk, so I don't. What did the?
He almost looked like the penguin from Batman.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was Buzz Lightyear. You can actually tell he was wearing a helmet.
You say Buzz Lightyear, I think Disney's going to come after us.
What did the penguin say to the mailman?
Oh, yeah. How about that?
In his face, too. That is Buzz Lightway.
Well, you know, that kind of, your analogy kind of reminds me of the movie Avatar.
Oh?
Which one?
Well, it's because, you know, maybe this is just an avatar of Buzz Lightyear, and Buzz Lightyear is the real individual. And you know how the avatars, they look like fiction characters.
You're saying the Buzz Lightyear actually went into him as an avatar.
Right.
That was the avatar he chose.
Right,
With his free will.
Right, because, you know, the avatars didn't look like humans.
So he actually used his free will.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what else do we have? Who else could choose that?
The creator, the architect.
Yeah, which is Hank Williams or whatever you called it, Buzz Fartface or whatever it is. But what this reminds me of with Avatar is, you know, that I know, that we know, that Elder knows, that everybody knows that autonomous robots are not autonomous. They're secretly controlled by a sweatshop in Philippines.
Elon Musk displayed that.
Yeah, I thought it was India. So
No,
Philippines?
It's the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Tel Aviv.
No, that's his home for the unofficial president. But what we're finding out now is that it's not just robots. This is what's even more interesting because, you know, not nobody, of course, you know, what's her name? Kim Powers, Kim
Impossible,
Kim Kardashian, or whatever her name is,
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, you know, she's the only one that's having sex with all these robots.
Whoa, what's the sitch?
So she's the only one, and people like that can afford these things. Nobody else has robots. At least nobody I know, unless you're, you know, Kim Carface.
How long are those videos, by the way?
Which ones?
The ones you were just referencing.
Was I referencing a video?
Well, you said she was having intercourse.
Yeah, I didn't say any videos. I just think she's the one that's having sex with all these robots.
How do you know that? Is that substantiated?
Well, yeah, she was out there. We played it last year where she was doing all these ads for the Tesla bot, and it was in the car, and she was making hearts and, you know, and flirting with the robot. And, you know, she's over there just banging them out, like pounding. Her and Anthony and Ike are just pounding these robots. But But we know that robot was actually controlled by somebody in Philadelphia, or not Philippines.
So he had one of those zoot suits.
Yeah, but it was secretly being controlled by somebody who actually likes Kim Carface, and so they found somebody who was into that, and they're controlling the robots.
I like that. Carface.
Yeah,
it's not Scarface. It's Carface.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
That guy looks like a Mack truck.
Host Kim Kardashian has nothing but nice things to say about you.
Yeah, well, you know what? She doesn't have to.
Yeah, she saw her show one time. She's like, Chris, it's perfect. That was us.
It was us.
Yeah, trust, blood.
But you can't trust, because what we're finding out now, it's not just the robots. See, the robots is one thing because nobody really has robots unless you're pounding them. But what we all do have access to are autonomous cars, or so-called autonomous cars like Waymo and all that. But Waymo executives have revealed that their cars are not autonomous at all. They're all being controlled by these sweatshops in Philadelphia. The Philippines.
So it's not Waymo, it's way less.
Yeah. It's Carface.
AI is crazy because they put it in everything, but it's just actually a bunch of people driving Waymos in the Philippines. It's like Amazon's Just Walk Out thing that they did, but it was just like 1,000 Indians abroad that were like watching you on cameras and charging you. And now all the cars that are driving around California are just people in the Philippines driving it around. Like, the chief safety officer testified to this. And it's like, these people don't even have licenses. No offense. I'm just saying, our roads are regulated. You have to go to the DMV to get a license. We're so fucked. AI is crazy.
Not if you're a robot.
Well, thank you, strange citizen.
Well, I just think it's interesting because, one thing he said that I did think was really interesting. They want us to get real IDs. They want us to get passports. They want us to get driver's license. But you guys are some guy in a sweatshop I keep wanting to say Philadelphia, but Pennsylvania.
Maybe you know something.
Pinocchio, Philippines. And they don't know any United States road regulations. They're just playing a video game. They're playing Just Cause out there.
With your life.
Well, life is one thing. I'm just saying we're all being fed this idea that we have these level 3, level 4 autonomous vehicles. But this just spreads out. It's like, so you have Super Cruise with GMC products. Yeah, it's super gameplay. And you got all these. It's just now, I think it's clear now that we all know. This is why the government wants gamers. Because there is no autonomous anything. And we showed before, the Pentagon was putting out these applications for people, these job descriptions for the people who are gamers to apply so that they could fly these autonomous drones or airplanes. And they say that's the future. The future are gamers. So at the end of the day, if you're good at R1 racing or whatever it's called, you still got a job. You're going to be the ones driving all these AI cars. And if you're good in the flight simulator, you're going to be able to fly airplanes. If you're good into fishing, you're going to be able to catch a lot of fish. If you're good into concrete, you're going to be able to build a lot of homes. If you're good
at killing?
Huh?
What if you're good at combat games?
Yeah, you can go out there and control those robots. I ain't going to play the video. I do have a video of it, but there's this company that's exclusively making humanoid robots that they are now testing in Tel Aviv on putting out these robots to do hand-to-hand combat. Can you imagine Bruce Lee out there in robot form? They can hold guns, they know that, but they're out there doing Bruce Lee.
World War III might look a lot different than we thought. You see, this is the world's first humanoid robot that was actually sent to the front lines for testing last month. And it could change the battlefield forever. It's called the Phantom Mk1. It's 5'9", weighs 175 pounds. It can hold various weapons, including a revolver, pistol, shotgun, rifles, etc. And according to Time magazine, it's the world's first humanoid robot specifically developed for defense application. And this is not just something hypothetically in the future. It's happening now. Its creator, a US startup called Foundation Robotics, just sent 2 of these things to Ukraine last month to test them on the front lines. And it's not just that. Foundation already have research contracts with the US Army, Navy, and Air Force. They're due to begin tests with US Marines. And the Pentagon is even considering these robots for potential deployment in combat scenarios. But the thing is, humanoid robots take the moral questions that we already have for drones to another level. I mean, the key difference is in the name, humanoid, meaning they're designed like a human so that they can carry out tasks only humans would be needed to carry out at war. And it's crazy to say, but a lot of these questions might need answers sooner than you think, because Foundation Robotics alone have a planned mass production goal of 50,000 robots by 2027.
Hand to hand.
Do you think they'd be able to beat Sensei?
There'll be some sense into you.
Like, do you think I think he's gonna be like, oh, that's an old trick. And he's gonna be able to dodge everything they try to throw at him.
They're gonna beat syntax.
The kids these days, they may be good with like their thumbs on a game controller, but they're not really good with hand-eye coordination.
I got this.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, do you think you would have practiced that?
You'd think. Nope. But these same people are figuring out things like how to put entire videos in a GIF format somehow in comment sections.
Someone put the entire Cars movie in a GIF in a comment section. And it got my ass for at least like 15 minutes. Someone put the entire Cars movie in a GIF in a comment section.
It's not showing it here. That's interesting. I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on my laptop, I guess. I was
Disney got rid of it.
What's that?
Disney got rid of it.
I guess it was just there.
Wait a second. Now, you guys are telling me that, so all this automation, driving cars, robots, drones, all this stuff, soldiers, it's all controlled by humans. I don't think I care, because as long as I can get into a car that'll get me from here to there and I don't have to drive it, that's pretty cool. And I don't have to I don't have to speak to any humans in the vehicle, so I can just get in it and mind my own business. That sounds fantastic. And if there's someone, if it's not a human, if it's a machine that's going to walk around my house and clean and do the laundry and cook for me, once again, winner. And like, if we're going to fight wars with this kind of telepresence where everyone is safe in a bunker and they're just controlling robots that are going out and trying to kill the enemy, this seems like it's a win-win situation.
What if it comes over to your house and woos your wife?
Oh, I mean, all's fair in love and war. We already talked about war, so
I mean,
I guess if the robot's better than me,
how do we compete with that much metal?
Well, it's not always, about the metal.
What is it about?
Well, sometimes you got to have a softer touch.
It can be tender.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I guess I just have to accept whatever comes,
Or what if it comes over there and woos you?
Honestly, I think our wives are going to be elated that some of us get replaced. Like that one lady who tried to take a video of her husband, a cute video, but then he ended up being dumb.
Trying to take a cute video of her husband cooking. He goes and farts on the cat.
I feel bad for the cat.
Yeah, it's actually trying to get out of there. Yeah, I mean, the cat's not going to miss the humans. The wives aren't going to miss their husbands.
Well, that's because the cats are replaced by robots too. So no more cats and dogs. They're just robots that are being controlled by cats and dogs off-site.
Yeah, because I've never seen a robot dog do something like this.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 22 kilograms of bag.
I've seen dogs do that before where they poop and they're basically balancing on their front 2 legs. And it's always those German Shepherd style dogs. So I wonder if that's why they do it. So that way they've developed this idea that they could actually walk and poop at the same time. They just spread their back legs and then they walk on their front legs.
Are you saying because they're German?
Because they're snow dogs. Oh. And we know Germany makes a lot of good inventions, but we don't know if they actually purposely did that.
Brilliant.
Like BMWs.
Mm-hmm.
Very innovative.
Well, I don't know if you guys have anything else, but that's all I have for this week's episodes.
Well, I did have one more thing I'd like to talk about that I found pretty interesting.
I guess it's not enough said.
Guess not.
Not yet, but it's almost enough. Have you guys noticed? Well, I'm actually just going to play this video. I'm going to see if you guys catch it.
This is how you make a ratchet light bulb. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We're almost there. Dude, that is getting very red hot.
You can see the back of it.
So everything looks normal. I'm just going to stop it here. Did you guys see anything strange?
Other than the person holding the
red
grill?
hot. Dude, that is getting very...
Right here.
We're almost there.
What is this Arabic on here?
There.
So it's in English, and the whole video is in English, but then there's this weird segment that just goes into Arabic.
We're almost there.
Huh.
Now, I wish I had more videos to show, because then it goes right back into English again. But I've been seeing more and more of these videos, and I haven't thought anything of it until I saw this one. I was like, why? And that's when it finally clicked. But I've seen many of these videos. So now you guys, hopefully in our audience, will see the same thing. There's something weird going on with TikTok. They've been putting a lot of captions in Arabic.
Did you
specifically
translate it?
Arabic. Like, you can tell there's no context in this video. It's having to do with anything political, religious, has nothing to do with New York or anything else. Just a typical video. And TikTok decided to put captions on here, some in English and then some in Arabic.
But was anyone able to translate them?
I'm sure. No,
I'm
I
curious.
don't know. I mean, nobody in the comments noticed it. I looked through the comments. I didn't see any comments that noticed it. I don't know what that means. I can't read Arabic. But it's almost like how a lot of ads and commercials, you'll get them in all Spanish, or you'll get some parts in Spanish. And it's because of the Inquisition. But now we're actually getting Arabic stuff. So here soon we're going to start seeing, it seems like the forecast for our future, our near future, is we're going to start getting Arabic commercials.
Are you saying that the Trump administration is plotting a Arabic takeover of our entertainment, so it's no longer going to be the Jews?
I don't know.
It's going to be the Arabics?
I know if this was owned by China, I don't think they'd be concerned with political affairs in America. I think they would just make everything in English still.
Well, I'm sure
but now
they
that it's
put
owned by
Chinese
America,
stuff on there.
Yeah, but I'm saying now that it's owned by America, now we're going to start seeing all this weird stuff. And I've only seen it recently,
Well,
too.
that's what I'm asking. If it's America and they're putting Arabic on there, maybe that implies that America's trying to acclimate us to the Arabics.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what's happening. So now you guys, when you're on your social media platforms, just be on the lookout, because I've seen many of them, and I'm sure you guys have too. I've seen many. It didn't click until this one time, and I don't know what made this one click. but maybe it'll start clicking for you guys too.
That's interesting.
Are you sure it's Arabic writing?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know Arabic when I see it, even though I can't read it. I know that's Arabic.
I might have to do some research.
I don't know how you would even type that into a.
But I think you can do
there's
snap a
recognition.
picture
There's
of it,
visual recognition
upload
software,
it to
right?
Gemini, and ask them to translate that Arabic.
Can it translate this right here, this little section?
If you show them a picture.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you can do. You guys can. This video is called. It's from Jake Steinwinder. I'll just show you guys. You guys can look at this. I wish I had all the other videos that I could make a bigger case, but this is what the guy's account looks like. And
if we crack the code on one, then you've probably cracked the code on all of them.
Yeah, and you guys could also use this video to just take a screenshot of the video we played too before I pushed pause on it. Just take a screenshot of it. I'm pretty sure it's just saying what he said. He's saying it's getting really hot or it's getting really red or something like that. And I think it was just saying the same thing he just said. But what's interesting is the fact that it's in Arabic. Of all languages and of all things going on right now, I'm getting all these weird Arabic
another thing it could be
translations.
doing if the government's trying to be strategic, nothing can slow down the enemy as much as brain rot. And maybe if Arabic people who are supposed to be sleeper cells start watching this and they see Arabic, they might watch it more. And maybe it's just a strategy of the government to get the Arabic people into brain rot. And that way they'll just not do anything because they're doom scrolling like the rest of us.
Or it's an activation for a sleeper cell.
I guess it could be that too, but then this guy would have to be involved in it because that's his video.
Yeah, a lot of these
They could
captions
just throw anything up there.
Well, I would think if I saw that on one of our videos, I'd take it down. And I looked through our videos. We don't have any.
Well, it happens very quick.
No, I'm saying I don't have any words.
I think TikTok and some platforms actually provide captions. Maybe they ask, would you like us to provide captions? Would you like us to provide captions in other languages? And it might actually be just a default switch that's already on. You have to actually go in and turn those switches off. I don't know. I haven't, so.
Well, I guess it's interesting for people to check out. You guys check it out and see what it says. Does
You've
it tell
opened a
you
true
to
can
go
of
buy?
worms.
Yeah, does it tell you to go buy more Ovaltine?
Yeah, because you know how you learn a new word and then all of a sudden you start hearing that word everywhere. That's what I'm hoping this will do. Now everybody's going to be at least cognitively looking for Arabic words in their videos as you're scrolling. Keep on scrolling and see if you see any, because sometimes it's quick. It lasts for like a second and it just goes away and it goes back to English, which is again is weird. It's like slowly pushing its way in. Like, why didn't they just do the whole thing in Arabic? Now some videos I've come across, the whole thing was in Arabic.
Because it's activating sleeper cells or it's sending secret messages, like drink Ovaltine. So they're kind of hiding it, but not hiding it, you know?
That is an interesting idea too.
It's a safe word.
Yeah, it's, when Arabic people are watching these videos, it may say something like, we have 4 days left before the big event or something. Like it could be saying something like an Enigma machine.
You have to eat a cheeseburger.
Yeah, so many people cannot read Arabic these days. And this is one of the big things that the Muslims say about the Quran. That's the only reason I recognize that that's Arabic, because it looks exactly like the language in the Quran. And they say stuff like, well, if you're not if it's not your first language, you don't really know what the Quran is saying. So you can't say that this is what it says just by reading the English translation. That's what they say anyway, even though they're the ones who provide the English translations.
That's like that black coffee stuff. Then I would say, well, you can't know what the English translations are saying because it's not your first language.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid, but that's what they do, and they run with it. That's what they'd say. But so a lot of people, even people combating Islam, they don't really know Arabic. Or they know it, but it's like a second language, but it's not a first language. So there's not very many Arabic speakers, I guess.
I'm going to do you guys a favor. Before next week's episode, I'm going to learn Arabic so that we can get to the bottom of this.
That's excellent. I was going to say, I'll tell you who knows Arabic better than the Arabic people is AI.
I thought you were going to say Allah, but yeah.
Oh, AI.
AI too.
I'm telling you. They're the ones.
But can it translate into English?
It can translate
faithfully.
It can translate into Zulu.
It'll translate it into Sanskrit, and then you're on your own.
I don't care what it is. It can translate translations.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Transitions into translations. And
Yeah,
transform.
we're gonna all translate. Yeah, that reminds me of that thing. I don't know.
Conscientize me, Captain.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, you guys look on the lookouts and tell us what you find in the Captain Crunch Lucky Charms, what you find in the pot at the end of the rainbow. I appreciate that, colleague. It's insightful. We need to be on the lookout.
Yeah. Thank you for the service to your country.
Yeah.
Well, please, it was the least I could have done.
That's good. It's the most I could have said. But anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this week's episode. It's been a banger. You can feel it.
Been a
feel it in
pounder.
your bones. I'm surprised I made it to the end of this episode. I'm pretty sleep deprived at this moment.
You pounded it out.
It was a pounder.
As you guys could probably tell, but I pressed through just for you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Like the video, subscribe, leave comments, give us a lot of money. Hit that join button, join, sign up, become a glitcher. For $4.99, you can become a glitcher. For $6.99, you can be a guide. And I think for like $19.99, you can be an illuminator.
Or whatever you do.
For $10,000, colleague will have your baby.
Yeah. That's yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, so send us a lot of money.
Just send us a lot of money.
Yeah, we're taking all your money. And
whatever you do, don't be like that one Asian girl who learned a new chemistry trick.
Yeah,
don't be like her. Send us a lot of money.
I think she was showing us some Arabic. But send us a lot of money. Let it rain all over the place like it does in Philadelphia. But as always, this fine gentleman right here. Let me push this button.
Push the button. There it is.
You can go ahead and hit me with that fico.
That's a colleague. This fine gentleman right here.
Wickety week.
That's Elder, and I am host from coast to coast, the most, eating my toast. But until next time.
I don't know how to break this to you, but you still have 3 hours to do on a live show. Good luck.
Yeah, I know, but I'm pressing on. I'm pressing through. I'm pressing hard. I'm a hard press.
Hard pounder.
Yeah, I'm pounding hard. But until next time, this has been the Matrix Network. This broadcast is cut off.